Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 a.m. I'm Gigi Barnett. Happy Friday. We've officially made it to the end of the week. Just one more day to go until the weekend, and we're setting up for a really nice weekend. These past few days have been so wonderful. Hopefully you've all been able to get outside, but you can really take advantage of it this weekend. We've got a great weekend on tap. Jim's going to talk a little bit about that forecast. We do have a few rain chances coming up Sunday evening, but that shouldn't damper any plans, especially for anything going on tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful day out there. Well, before we talk about the rest of the forecast, though, we do have a story out of Pitt County that we want to talk about this morning. WITN was able to speak with the new Animal Services Director in Pitt County. She's been on the job for a few months now, Kimmy Mitchell. And this comes after she was actually fired from the Lenoir County SPCA last year, and she has transitioned into the role in Pitt County, a similar role with Pitt County Animal Services. We were able to speak with her, kind of talk to her about the job and the progress that she's made so far in this new role. So we're going to take a look and hear from her in her own words.
Kimmy Mitchell says her passion for animals is what drove her to take a job as the Pitt County Animal Services Director.
We are trying to do everything we can to give them the opportunity to have a second chance and find a better life.
She's been in the role since the beginning of 2026 and is excited to continue to help animals during her time here.
We have a great team, and we're just trying to move forward and be able to provide for the taxpayers of Pitt County.
This comes after Mitchell was fired as director of the Lenoir County SPCA last year. In July, the board of directors shared a statement on social media saying the organization made the decision to part ways with its shelter director. Days after the removal, the SPCA president put out a plea for volunteers, saying the shelter was a mess. However, Mitchell says the shelter was just going in a different direction, and she wishes Lenoir County the best.
I still love Lenoir County. I'm from Lenoir County. I still support them. So if you're in Lenoir County and you want to go adopt, please do so, because at the end of the day, the animals are what is number one.
In less than 2 years, Pitt County has had 2 past directors resign. Chad Singleton abruptly resigned in the summer of 2024, just days before his arrest on charges related to forged documents that were submitted to FEMA while he was deputy chief at the Red Oak Fire Department. Tiffany Peterson then resigned in October of last year. Now, Mitchell says she's ready for the job at hand.
I know that I was meant to be here in Pitt County, and I'm just very thankful for the opportunity. I'm really excited about the future.
All right, well, now we're going to turn it over to weather. Jim, you've got a lot to talk about, a lot of good news to talk about.
Yeah, generally all the news is good weather-wise. If you like well above normal temperatures, we do have a rain chance late weekend, but I'm liking the timing on the rain chance, meaning late day Sunday. That could change, but I think we're going to be good. Let's talk softball first. I'll take you out to the softball stadium, or the complex, the sports complex, both the softball and baseball stadiums in that shot. 64 degrees right now. That's warmer than we typically get in the middle of the afternoon this time of the year. Mid-60s now. We'll drive those numbers towards 80 this afternoon. 5 p.m. first pitch with Wichita State in town. 79 degrees, more sun than clouds. South wind 5 to 10. Tomorrow's game at 2 p.m. Another beautiful forecast, 80 degrees. Just great weather to sit out in the stands and root on the Pirates and enjoy some hot dogs, maybe some popcorn out there. And then Sunday's game, 11 a.m. So 20% chance of rain. Even that might be generous. If a raindrop sneaks in during the game, it should be very short-lived and not very heavy. It's late day Sunday, things start changing up. Those winds will come up over the weekend, 10 to 15 out of the southwest. All right, and that Sunday rain chance will come from this front right here, that cold front on the radar perspective. I threw some big lightning bolts on there. I wanted to kind of drive home the fact that they're going to have an outbreak of severe weather later today, really from Chicago all the way to Dallas as that front drives into that warm, muggy air mass. The chilly air behind it producing a foot of snow into the Rockies of Colorado. There's the severe storm risk later today. The yellow shading, that's a level 2 slight risk, again from southern Wisconsin all the way into Texas. The danger zone, the real danger zone, will be from southern Iowa back through Kansas City towards Oklahoma City to the north side of Dallas. Tornadoes certainly possible later today. The meteorologists will be busy back there tracking those storms. As they head eastbound, they get weaker, considerably weaker. By the time we get to tomorrow, this is Saturday now, that threat down to a level 1 marginal risk. The green shaded area for our mountains, a little higher north and south. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center says there will be 0 risk on Sunday, and that's when the rain arrives here. A rumble of thunder too, yeah, but severe weather, highly unlikely. So we should be good. No rain today. Radar sweeps in rest mode today and tomorrow. So we're tracking temps pretty much. There's our mid-60s now. Southwest wind, 10 to 15. Pockets of fog, Carteret County, Onslow County, and hanging on out at Hatteras. A little sea fog there on the coast. There is a dense fog advisory down there this morning for another hour till 9 a.m. All right, good stuff. 80, 81 degrees for the first time since early October of last year. Most of these areas you see I've got that 80 on there. Most areas inland. Again, it's been 5 months since most of us have seen 80. Good stuff. There's the 4-day 81 on Sunday. Rain chance late Sunday, Sunday night, 60 to 70%. And then we'll taper that down to 40% on Monday. There's the temp profile. It's 2-hour intervals. So today, 81. Overnight lows, get used to low 60s at night. Gigi and I were talking about the quiet of the house now, of our homes, with the heaters finally shut down.
Yep.
It was for my house, quite honestly, I think that heater ran almost nonstop, Gigi, for maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
always
too.
running. It was
Constantly.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I know, I could hear it turn on and then off and then on and then off.
Mine never turned off. It just
oh my
ran.
Gosh, yeah.
I won't say what my electric bill was, but it was unbelievably high. So it's nice not only to know that I'm not going to be paying those kind of bills, but to have a new level of quiet back into the house. Now I can hear my cat meowing.
Feels
all
good.
the time.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Now you can know when Donkey's hungry.
Hear other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the graphics. Those 80s for highs will persist for a while. So the heaters taking a break. The air conditioners might be kicking on a bit in the afternoons over the next week or so. Satellite radar, let me show you that wide perspective again. We talked about the severe weather risk. There's the satellite radar composite with the frontal boundaries on it. Little light rain up to D.C., back into PA and Jersey. Not much up there. If you're headed northbound I-95, no issues, no wintry weather. Until you get to Boston. They do have a little snow up there in Boston this morning. I could have painted some white up there, but that's moving out, so you're going to be fine. Watch the storm out west, flex some muscle later today, and then tomorrow weakening as it heads eastbound. We're still quiet tomorrow. We're quiet tomorrow night, and then we roll into Sunday morning. We're good. Sunday midday, we're good. Sunday afternoon, evening, that chance for those storms coming in. And then the front just stops over us Monday, Tuesday. So scattered showers kind of lingering. And it may end up a little wetter. I'm hoping it does early next week. We desperately need to keep the rain chances up. But as far as the weekend, enjoy your weekend. Make your plans. Plan on a late Sunday arrival on the rain, maybe after sunset, the way it looks. So good news there. Although sunset will be at 7:15 now instead of 6:15. So around dinner time, maybe sunset showers moving in, and then kind of hanging around into early next week.
All right, yeah, so like you said, enjoy the weekend, make those plans, especially tomorrow. Today, even looking great, getting off of work later today. You can get outside, enjoy. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say besides, you know, like you
running,
said.
I suppose, right?
I will be running. I'm running tomorrow morning.
You've got a marathon. Can we mention your marathon coming up?
Sure, yeah. I'm running a marathon in a few weeks, so a little bit nervous, but excited.
And that's going to be in Virginia, correct?
Virginia Beach, yeah.
Late March.
Yes, late March, so a couple of weeks away. We're doing a half marathon tomorrow, so doing that as part of my training process.
Half marathon tomorrow. I knew you were running. I didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah, in Greenville. So
I applaud you,
it'll be
Gigi.
fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather's not too hot. I mean, I've told you before that I prefer running in colder weather,
course,
but you know, this is still going to be. It's a gift. It's a gift for everyone.
Yeah, the lack of rain is certainly nice, but yeah, the humidity will be coming up a little bit. But good luck with that.
Thank you.
And we'll talk more about your upcoming marathon. I know you.
Yeah, pretty
really
soon. Yeah, I know. I'm like nervous.
A lot of
It'll be
respect for
fun.
that.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Get outside, enjoy. Have a great Friday.
Bye.